Dr. Doom is back because today we're going to conclude Atari 2600 Rare Games Month with Room of Doom. Let's go ahead and take the game, pop it in my Atari 7800 Pro system and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Room of Doom was published by CommaVid and carries a copyright year of 1982. According to Atari Age, it was programmed by Irwin Gaines, who programmed several other CommaVid games including Cakewalk. The manual opens with the following: Escape! Your mind throbs, trapped in the Room of Doom, with fiendish gunmen trying to annihilate you. Shots come from secret portals that mysteriously open and close. Watch out! The gunmen have unleashed a Hydra-headed monster. It relentlessly pursues you. Don't panic! Your marksmanship can stun it, but only for a moment. Should you remain in the Room of Doom for too long, the monster becomes invulnerable to your bullets. Dodge the gunmen's firepower. Shoot them in return when the secret portals open, and then escape. But where? The next Room of Doom awaits, an even more diabolical chamber with rapid-fire gunmen and devious monsters trying to destroy you. Can you survive through the full gauntlet of rooms and escape unscathed? Only you can test your skill in the latest video game challenge from CommaVid. Room of Doom is an action game for one player only. Your main goal is to shoot all the gunmen surrounding the room, who in some variations hide behind doors that open and close. There's also a monster in the room you could shoot or avoid, but if the timer runs out, shown on the upper right, the monster will become invincible. You lose a life when you are shot, are touched by the monster, even while he's exploding after being hit, or if you touch an obstacle which can appear in some of the rooms. You move on to the next screen by hitting all of the gunmen. For the controls, you move your man with the joystick and press the button to fire in the direction of your joystick with only one of your bullets allowed on screen at a time. In some variations, you could shoot while your original shot is on screen, but your new shot will replace the old shot. The difficulty switches control which room you start in. When both switches are in the B position, you start in room 1. When the left switch is in the B position and the right is in the A position, you start in room 3. When the left switch is in the A position and the right is in the B position, you start in room 5. And when both are in the A position, you start in room 7. The game has a total of 64 variations, which can affect whether the doors open and close or stay open, whether the enemies can fire diagonally or not, the game speed, whether you could guide your bullets after firing or not, whether you could fire while standing still, and whether you could fire while another one of your bullets is on screen replacing the original, or if you have to wait for your original bullet to hit something before you can fire again. The game also has a secret continuability that the manual hints at. When your game is over, you could use the black and white color TV switch to start over on the last room you were on. Room of Doom is also one of those rare Atari 2600 games that you can beat by completing room number 16. Scoring wise, you get 75 points for hitting a gunman, 50 points for hitting the monster, and every time you clear a room, you earn an extra life, maxing out at 6 lives. Graphically and sound wise, the game is above average, with different monsters being the highlight. Family-friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at PriceCharting.com, the game is a value of $28 loose, $85 complete, and $128 new. So what do I think of Room of Doom on the Atari 2600? This is one of those rare games that actually might be worth picking up for 2600 owners. I like that the game has a ton of variations, and the basic setup works well too. It almost feels like it could have been a sequel to the classic Berserk. The controls also work well, although aiming diagonal shots can be tricky, but what really enhances the game for me is the secret continue feature. I had a blast repeating room number 16 over and over again until I finally conquered it, and I give the game bonus points for being beatable. Overall, I had a lot of fun with the game and can easily recommend it. So where am I going to rank Room of Doom? This one's going somewhere in the 50s among some other fun titles. I do like Quest for Quintana Roo more at 52, but I will put this over Commando Raid at 53. So out of the 245 games that are now ranked for the Atari 2600, Room of Doom is avoiding monsters at the 53 position. Room of Doom is one of those rare games that is actually fun too. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter, and click the bell so you don't miss any future videos. At this time, I'd like to thank Johnny P, Young P, and David F for their generous support on Patreon and for nominating today's game. If you think these videos give you at least $1 worth per month of information and entertainment, please consider joining my supporters at patreon.com/KnowsWhereGamer. Not only will you help keep this show going, but you may also get a chance to nominate and vote on games for me to review. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to see you next time in the next episode of the KnowsWhereGamer. Take care and don't ignore that black and white color TV switch.